So, because there's a lot of fear mongering around diabetes, right? What is the actual cause of diabetes?
So we should talk about two types,
Okay.
type 1
Mm.
and type 2.
Mm.
So both of them will come with high glucose.
Mm.
Now the word on the street will be, what is diabetes? Sugar problem. Sugar was high.
Mm.
Okay, that's the way you say that. How did you know you got malaria? I had fever. Okay. But it could be typhoid also, right? So fever. So the high glucose, think of that as the fever.
Mm.
Now, what is the cause of the fever?
Mm.
What is the cause of the high glucose?
Mm.
So in type 1 diabetes, the cause is your body has stopped making insulin. Insulin deficiency. In type 2 diabetes, high glucose has come because of insulin resistance. Insulin is there, but it's not working properly.
Okay. Why does the body stop making insulin in the first place?
In type 1 diabetes, sometimes it's viral, it's unknown why, it's genetic, it's after a fever, it's just out of the blue sometimes. It could be after surgery that the pancreas has been damaged or removed, or inflammation of the pancreas. These are like some of the top 5-6 causes where the pancreas is damaged, where it just cannot give you the insulin required amount.
Okay.
These people, as of today, research is going on, but still we don't have a cure for it. These people would be depending on insulin for survival.
External insulin.
Yes.
Okay.
They have to be given insulin to stay alive.
But majority of the population has type 2
Type
diabetes.
2.
Okay.
Yeah. So in that, the body is making insulin, but it's not working effectively. We call this insulin resistance. Now, it's a big problem to not pay attention to this. So till 2013, I wasn't really thinking about this properly. And when this man said, I'm not going to take insulin, I realized that I need to work with him on lifestyle. And that's when I realized he didn't have insulin deficiency. He had insulin resistance. It was wrong for me to offer him insulin.
Correct.
But our treatment training is 1 tablet, 2 tablet, 3 tablet, 4 tablet, 5. Try the GLP-1s now, which has already come on the market, right? The Ozempics, the Mounjaros. Try those at some point before so many tablets. And then, worst case, go for insulin. We are never told to go to the root cause of why is insulin, natural insulin, not working.
Correct.
We're not trained on that. The doctors have been taken away to become prescribers of drugs. The other healthcare workers like dietitians, nutritionists, all of them are trying to do the lifestyle, but they don't get the authority to tell us to stop prescribing all these things, which is causing trouble in their practice. So there's a breakdown in the system. And so this type 2 diabetes then gets just pushed into eventually getting onto insulin, or they'll be given tablets, which cause the body to push more insulin into the system.
So now, in the first place, why does the body become resistant to insulin?
So many causes. One of the big ones is weight gain.
Okay.
Some could be family, is like in the you say hereditary. But again, in my family, it's there in my family tree on both sides, mom side, dad side. I developed pre-diabetes in 2013. I could have said, oh, it's in my family. And I could have just said, now I have to become diabetic. But I was like, nothing doing. My DNA family is the same. The hereditary is the same. But I did everything I could to change all my habits. And today I have absolutely no diabetes. It's been more than a decade. So we should not just fall into the trap of it's in my family, so it has to happen.
Okay. Not necessarily.
Not necessary for type 2. Not at all. It's a lifestyle disease.
Right.
Okay. But within causes of insulin resistance, why does insulin stop working? Some is family tendencies, some is weight gain related, and there's 5 lifestyle factors, right? So nutrition can cause insulin to stop working. How? By eating lots of carbohydrates. If that's all you're eating, remember we talked about too much dopamine, then finally your body will resist listening to so much dopamine messaging. If I'm eating carbohydrates and sugars all day long, eating all day, 3 hourly, snacking, munching late into the night, my body's constantly pushing insulin into the system. So the body's going to say, I'm not going to listen to so much. It's too much.
Okay.
So the response gets resistant.
Okay.
Nutrition, sleep. You can give healthy people pre-diabetes in 4 days by cutting sleep. In 4 days.
Okay.
If you take them healthy, so this is a very famous study, healthy volunteers, normal, brought them in, cut their sleep to 4 hours. And within a week, they had pre-diabetes. Just by cutting sleep. That's how stressful it is. And we in India, working economy, late nights, outsourced BPOs, call centers, commutes, trying to work both sides, manage the house, manage the office. It's sleep is a big problem in India. Noisy environments, it's not quiet when we get back to our place to sleep, honking. So there are a lot of problems. Of course, screens disrupting sleep, blue lights and artificial stimuli. There's no sunset. Sunset should happen by 6:30. You'll feel drowsy by 9:30. But we have artificial lights
Okay.
poking. So if I'm watching my phone till midnight, sunset happened at midnight.
Right.
But I'm trying to get up at 6. But my brain is on 1 o'clock in the morning. Like it's 5 hours of jet lag in my brain every day. I try to get up and I can't get up. Why? Because you didn't have sunset on time. So sleep can cause insulin resistance. Chronic stress, cortisol. See, cortisol was supposed to help you run away from that tiger. Burst some glucose into the system, power the muscles so they can run with that energy burst. Chronic. Now glucose is staying high. What was supposed to be a life-saving stress, chronic stress, now becomes pre-diabetes, diabetes, just from stress. Exercise. See, in India, we love walks. We love yoga. We're still gradually, and I saw you brought on a very fit person recently on your podcast.
Yes.
Very important that we must publicize muscle building. People still in India need to know more about this. It's a very good thing that it's picking up, but people need to be building muscle. Indians lose muscle very badly. Again, the protein deficiency comes into the picture. If you look at the average Indian body type, they're very slender on the arms and legs. They might have the belly, which is all insulin resistance. So when people say, so much of my weight gain is just on the belly, that's automatically you need to think insulin resistance.
Okay.
So they may not have diabetes yet, but that's one way to get there.
But when you build muscles, how does it help you be healthy?
Yeah. So I talk about this in my book is we have 3 musketeers in the body which manage glucose: liver, muscle, pancreas. The liver provides glucose.
Okay.
Okay. So when you wake up in the morning, you didn't eat all night. How did you not die of a coma overnight? Is how did your brain stay active? The liver was providing overnight glucose while you were sleeping.
Okay.
So when people say my diabetes, my morning glucose is always high. That's your liver crying and complaining that you put so much into me during the day. I'm not done cleaning. I'm still throwing out all this glucose because insulin resistance, there's too much glucose. The liver is trying to dump it out. So the liver is the glucose provider. Pancreas makes insulin. Insulin is the glucose regulator. Dial it up, dial it down. If you're fasting, you don't need so much insulin. I'll dial the insulin down. If you have a big cake or a big ice cream or big biryani or something, lots of insulin required, I'll dial the insulin up. So that's regulator. Muscle is the glucose taker. Its job is to take glucose during the workout and at rest. So the more muscle you have, the more your glucose stays normal.
Okay. All right. So of the 5 things, nutrition, sleep,
Stress management, exercise,
and the last one?
fasting.
Fasting. Okay.
So the way I describe this is the 4 wheels of the lifestyle car. 4 wheels: nutrition, sleep, stress management, exercise. In order. So nutrition is first, sleep second, stress management third, exercise fourth. If you have a car, only when your 4 wheels are in good condition, you'll go driving on the highway for a long drive. If you try to go for a long drive with a puncture in any of these, you'll land in trouble. So now fasting, we've heard on the internet, intermittent fasting, IF, right? People are using the word and trying it on their own and saying, fasting didn't suit me. Fasting didn't work for me. When I come into the picture as a mechanic, hormone mechanic, I'm like, but there are punctures in your wheels.
Okay.
Your nutrition, sleep, stress management, exercise, there is an issue here. Fasting is not going to work for you. Your car will get stuck. I had acidity. I had headaches. I felt too hungry. I felt weak. I had low energy. All because fasting has not been introduced properly. When it's added properly, that's how you train the body to burn the stored fat, because insulin levels will go down and you'll be able to access the stored fat. As long as insulin levels are high, the body's being told, store the fat. Don't use it.
Okay.
So low insulin is also a message. It's saying, burn fat. Food is not coming from the outside. Insulin is going low. There's nothing available. Oh, insulin should go low. Stored energy should be burnt.
Okay. That's what happens during fasting.
Fasting. So what does not work in dieting? Oh, I'm on a low calorie diet. My healthcare professional has put me on a low fat, low calorie diet. I'm eating six boiled meals a day or some steamed light food, right? Horrible idea. It doesn't work. Why? Because every time you eat, your body's releasing insulin. Fuel has come, store it. Especially if it's low fat and light, it's more likely to be carbs. Carbohydrate creates the maximum insulin response. So you've got high insulin coming, not enough calories are coming. It's some boiled light thing you're eating.
Mm.
So insulin is there saying store it. Okay, store it.
It'll store everything.
Store everything.
Okay.
But my body needed, let's say, 1600 calories. I was put on a 1200 calorie weight loss diet. But insulin also came to say, don't burn those.
Mm.
So now those low calories are coming in and being stored. Can't touch. So now I'm hungry because I'm not able to use what I have.
Mhm.
I'm miserable. I'm underfed. And what is my body going to do? Is my body going to keep spending at the rate of 1600 when it's only getting 1200 and just die off?
No.
No. It's going to say, let's reduce our metabolic rate. We will not spend 1600 calories a day when we're getting only 1200.
Okay.
So people's metabolism slows down on long term, low calorie, low fat diets because they're chronically undernourished and insulin is blocking you from using what was there.
Okay.
So people will argue. In fact, I've had discussions with some of these Instagram people about this. It's all about calories,
Calorie deficit. Yeah.
calorie deficit. So even fasting is a calorie deficit, no?
Mhm.
0 calories,
Mm.
quite a deficit. But insulin has moved aside.
Right.
So you will use the fat. The body does not count calories. The body listens for hormone signals.
Very interesting.